All right, hey, thanks for joining me. My name's Tony, and this is the Coolest Life, of course. And we are in a transition period right now. We are trying to sell a whole bunch of stuff to include this house. But we got a yard sale going on, and we got it had it last Saturday, which was yesterday at the time of this taping. So, and then we're going to have it again next week because we're bringing more stuff down out of the attic, and we're advertising a little bit more. We're going to put out a little better signs, so we'll get a few more visitors, I'm sure, and so hopefully some return visitors. But just to give you an idea, and this is my new selfie stick I'm using, so I don't have my arm all the way up here. It's awesome. So we're definitely downsizing and trying to get some of this stuff out of here because the less we have, the less we have to move. The whole goal in this downsizing is to have less and less stuff that we have to either find someplace for, put in an RV with us. But I'm going to continue to add to this video and some other adventures that we're having when we're trying to do this downsizing thing, because hey, we're trying to live the coolest life. Sometimes it feels like it's a never-ending battle, and when you're prepping your house to sell, oftentimes that happens. I got back here some stuff that's going out for the yard sale. Got some ferrets, going to find them a home relatively soon. Got some other stuff. Luckily, we've been doing it a piece at a time. Got to like clean out closets. That's a little more organized than it used to be. It was even more full than that, so we definitely have to go through it one more time. I'm going to need that for later today. But today, in the attic, we finished emptying it out. So there's nothing else up in the attic. Some of it's right here in the hallway, which I'm going to get outside. Some of it's in here. We just stacked it there because we got it from in the attic. But we're going to get it outside to the yard sale, which we're having tomorrow. The yard sale should be relatively easy to set up because we just did one last weekend, but obviously we're adding to it. We may have another one in August, we'll see, but the main thing is for us to get rid of as much stuff as possible to have the house ready to show. House isn't quite ready to show as of yet, but we're getting there, one piece at a time. Definitely something we considered, and we've been getting rid of stuff for how long, Abigail? 6 months?
4 years.
4 years.
A long time.
A long time. We've been slowly downsizing, and with her going off to college, it's going to help us make sure that her stuff gets organized and she takes what she needs. She might leave some stuff here in relatives' attics, or whoever might want to keep a couple of her boxes or whatever. And who knows, she might send some stuff to Indiana, or I don't know, but she's going to get it organized and get it finished, and it's just one more step. So what we've done is set up a whole bunch of tables, and we had this from last week. We kind of piled it up here. We're in a carport, so we're just hoping we don't get a bad storm in a week. If we just get regular downpour, I think this stuff will be protected just fine. But if we'd get a really bad storm, some of the stuff could get wet. But hey, it's out here for a reason. We don't want it anymore, right? So if it goes bad, we can either donate it or put it in a trash can right over there, do something else with it. But during this process, we're putting the house on for sale. We've gotten a hold of 2 realtors that are coming to and spoke with us about a week apart. We think we're going to go with one. I may have one more realtor just come out and be with us again, but still, I got to keep my lawnmower because I still got to mow this stuff. I still got to trim my hedges. I still got to edge the driveway. So there's a lot I still have to continue to do. But it and as I'm getting stuff together, we're getting more and more stuff down here to the trash can. A lot, some of that's yard debris, some of it's furniture, some of it actually belongs to the neighbors. But it is a process. It's a process we're willing to do for the to be able to be full-time RVers. We're hoping to be full-time RVers. Ideally, we like to put the house on the market, and then I think on the 1st of August, and then maybe by the end of August we'll have it sold. Yeah, I know, wishful thinking. So even if it goes back another month, we're okay because financially we're sitting pretty good. Got a nest egg getting started, put together, so that when we do go on the road, we got a nice little push. The goal a little bit is to do some work camping. in different locations, not every location, but some, and also do some mooch stocking whenever, hold on a second. All right, had to kill a bug. It's one of those big giant ones. Want to see it? You do? Okay, great. Check him out. Oh, yeah, that's those big giant black cricket things. They're not good for anything, and nothing will eat them. And all they do is eat all of our flowers, which is about to kill my wife, driving her crazy. But that was interesting, huh? You never know what you're going to get with me and the coolest life. But so what we're doing is, oh, look at there, got another one. That one's going to the neighbor's yard. But hey, you got to be a good neighbor, right? If you want good neighbors, you got to be a good neighbor. So I killed two already. Maybe we'll just hang out here for another 30 minutes. I'm actually about ready to watch our church service. Our church does broadcast online, and so I'm about ready to go in there and watch their service that they have, and watch the one that they have on YouTube. They actually put it off YouTube. I said Cascade Hills. I guess it's Cascade Hills, Columbus, Georgia. You can find it. They actually do 4 services, which is really interesting. We plugged them really quick. They do 4 services. They do 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. You can look them up, Cascade Hills, Columbus, Georgia. They got a really good service. They actually have 2 pastors. One's kind of a pastor emeritus, and his son is our primary pastor now. He got a calling to be a pastor. He probably got the calling about 10 years ago, and finally got through school and everything. And so he's in his mid-30s and does a really good job. He's just like his father, which I loved his father's delivery. But anyway, find a good church. Find a good church. Even on the road, we plan to do that. We plan to continue to watch their service, which is always going to be broadcasted online. And outside of our RV, think about this. One thing we want to do is we want to set up essentially a church service, so people can bring their chairs over, and we can put it on the side of the RV or something, and we can have service there. But just to basically get the word out, about church, and Jesus and the gospel. So that's one of the things we plan to do. The other thing we plan to do here is continue to sell this stuff. I got some more stuff up in the attic I got to get out this week, so wish me luck. So we are still in the process of packing up things and putting things together and getting the house ready to put on the market. So we're still downsizing. The ultimate goal is to get an RV and be a full-time RVer, but we're just not quite there yet. We are slowly getting things packed up. Some of the different things we've done so far is my daughter's off to college. So me and my wife have got her off to college. She actually came down sick last week, which wasn't a good thing, but she's feeling much better now, and last couple of days she's definitely feeling better now, but no COVID or anything like that. But she's still doing well, but we've got her out of the house, so therefore we need to empty out her room, get the things distributed as we want. Some stuff is going to be sold, some stuff is going to be given away, some stuff is going to be stored at a relative's house, because the last thing I want to do is pay for a storage unit. I'm not doing that. So we're kind of taking everything slow. Our income is good and pretty steady right now, and I'm in the middle of taking some RV classes, which teaches you how to be an RV tech and inspector. So I think that's going to be something good for us, and some information I can use when we are on the road, and also allow us to do some freelance on the side and help other people out with their RVs, and maybe save them some money. If I'm already in the RV park, it's cheaper than having some guy come out from a service call who's an hour away. And also be able to do some inspections is the main thing. But here today, we're doing some things, which is, I've just got one car. Why? Because we sold the other car last week. We had a Jeep Cherokee 2015, so we sold it, put the money in the pocket. Now I'm going to take that money, or we're going to take that money, and we're going to go up to Atlanta and try to purchase another Jeep. But this time it's a Jeep Wrangler, not a Jeep Cherokee. Jeep Wrangler 2-door. So it's a little older model, but the great thing is I'll be paying cash for it. So we're going to own it, and all we're going to do is put insurance and tags on it. So here we are now in October. Yeah, a little more current now. We still have not gotten everything all cleared out. But what you can see is you can actually see this wall now. We don't have stuff. We're actually piling stuff on top of here so we can start to get rid of. But we've got a lot more dead space in here, which is a good thing. Some of this stuff will be leaving here this week. A lot of this stuff in here will be gone this week. We don't have that big thing sitting here. We don't have a piece of furniture down here that you sit on, take your shoes off on, that sort of thing. And over here, that's all stuff all over there that is all gone. Now it's mostly tools that I really just need to go put in the shed. And I've been trying to organize some of this stuff in here. Attic is totally empty. We don't have a bunch of stuff laying in the hallway now, which is good. But we are in the process of just continuing to downsize. Actually, when and if we ever go with a real estate agent, she is already contacted us again, asked us where we were. We're downsizing slowly. Obviously, we got Abigail off to school and got most of her stuff out of here. So look, even from here, you can actually see the front door. It's amazing. but you know, we're still traveling and still doing some things. One of the things I did recently was I got myself a certification. I am now a national RV IA certified RV inspector. So if anyone needs an RV inspected, be sure to let me know, and I can maybe direct you or hook you up someplace locally here. And anyway, that's something totally separate. So that was taking up some of my time in August, September. I finally got my certification. Last week was official. I got my level 2 certification. So after doing 2 inspections, so that does kind of slow you down when you're taking classes and you know, going to school and trying to get a certification is something when you're trying to downsize your house at the same time. So it's an excuse, right? If we want to get something done, you just got to jump in there and do it. And we just haven't devoted the time. But I will say we're a whole lot further along we were say 4 months ago. The great thing is we're flexible here. We don't have to move. We don't have a buyer for the house, so we don't have to get out. Which is kind of why we're apprehensive about putting the house up for sale. We kind of want to just get everything out of here that we know we're not going to take with us in an RV trip when we go full-time RVing, and basically get the house ready to show and not have to put anything in storage. So that's a big thing. I mean, why pay for storage if you don't have to, right? So anyway, we're just here hanging loose. Be sure to subscribe and see what's going to happen next with our adventures down the road. I'll be doing some RV videos on the inspection side possibly, and show you kind of things that an inspector looks at. Might be interesting, especially a new one. So and also we're going to be doing some traveling. We're going to be going up to Indiana Thanksgiving week. We'll be spending a week up there, so I'll be doing some RVs, or maybe go back to Notre Dame. I don't know. We'll see. But you want to join us, basically hit that bell so you'll get the notification when we put out our next video. And I do say we, because I do anything I can to get more and more people involved in these videos and not just me. Anyway, take care, and you live, as we're going to try to keep living, the coolest life.